Hey, good afternoon. I have to talk about something different. But for now, the woman that did come pick me up, I just maybe down the road we'll make up whatever, I don't know. But for right now, I'm really angry and I blocked her phone number. I don't, for right now, I'm really pissed off, and I think anybody would be. If they saw a car drive away and you knew that was your ride. Um, anyway, I wanted to talk about this device that you see right here, called OrCam. It is a company out of Israel. They make this device, and for those of you for 1 minute that can read or write for yourselves, or you don't have vision problems, or you don't have any kind of disabilities where you need assistive mobility, where things that help you walk, or in my case, assistive technologies, things that help you see. People get the wrong idea about my life and what's going on. No, my family did what they could. I remember when I was a kid, a lady named Miss Hannah would come over, and my family spent money on therapy for me and whatever else. What else do you ask for somebody to do? My family's done everything they can, including other people in my life, to help me with reading. It has nothing to do with you're lazy, or you are not trying, or you're not going to a class. I had perfect attendance in school and never missed a day. So I don't know what else society wants me to do. I've done everything I can to try to read. I cannot. My brain cannot process words fast enough. And I need people to understand that. It's not that people say, well, how come your family didn't help you? Or why? It's nothing about that kind of stuff. I cannot read words fast enough, and that kind of stuff. And when you have a job, you can't be taking hours to read some shit when somebody else takes a couple of minutes, or 1 hour, and I'm taking 3 hours or whatever. Um, and so this machine, it's life changing for me. Um, I turned my eyes to the Texas Workforce Commission. They are trying to help me. I don't know what the fuck people want me to do. Sorry about my language, but that is the biggest agency in our state when it comes to employing not only peoples with disabilities, but regular working folks. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I'm trying the best that I can. And the Texas Workforce Commission is trying to help me get the resources that I need. Disabilities Rights Texas is trying to help me get the resources that I need. It has nothing to do with you need to go to classes or you need to take Hooked on Phonics. It has nothing to do with the pronunciation of words either. I'm not no dumbass. I get it. But I bust my ass to try to help people understand if you cannot read, then sometimes that has nothing to do with dyslexia either. I'm not dyslexic. I don't write words backwards or some crap. I don't do that either. I cannot process words fast enough. I'll say that again. I cannot process words fast enough. It does not matter if they're as big as a billboard. This machine, OrCam, is what I need. It also can read currency such as money, coins, foreign currency, and other things like that. I'm tired of being fucking ripped off. I'm tired of being told by people, well, I'm tired. I don't want to help you. I don't want to read that. I don't want to do that. I'm tired of dealing with people when it comes to reading my information. Because all I get told is, no, I don't want to do that. That's too long. I can't help you. I don't have to have a machine tell me that it won't help me. I don't have to have a machine tell me I'm sleepy. I don't want to read that book to you. I don't want to help you with that assignment. I don't want to help you. That's what the fuck I deal with in society. That's what I deal with when people telling me no, like today, the woman who drove off on me and said no. Bye. She didn't even, she actually thought I was 70 years old. Are you kidding? Then when I picked the phone up, I'm like, ma'am, I talked to you last night. She thought I was 70 years old. And when I picked the phone up, she said that she didn't know. It says Ashton. If somebody says I don't know, I don't owe anybody any explanation. But I guess for people who think or assume that I am not trying, including others that may be listening, this also is one of those things that people learn something new every day. So I'm trying to help people to understand there are certain reading levels or grade levels or whatever. You can't go to a job reading at an 11th grade level or whatever. That's not going to be sufficient to ever do anything in life. Whatever. And so those are things that people have to understand too. It doesn't matter how much. It's not football. It's not like I can go out here and go work out my brain as far as brain games. They actually said that stuff didn't work. They said that on TV. Prevagen was a application. Prevagen was stuff having to deal with Alzheimer's, and they said that application did not work either. So if medicine don't work and other things don't work, what do people expect me to do? The only other thing is putting a chip in my brain that can process words faster than any human being. What else am I supposed to do? It is about processing words, and I can't make my brain process something if it doesn't want to. So this machine is something that can help me. This machine cost about $4,000. If you're willing to bust your ass and do what you're told, when you're told to do it, for example, if there is a class and somebody says, hey, there's a class that starts at 6 a.m. or whatever it is, whatever the time is to learn about this machine, then I'm getting my ass up and I'm going. I'm not going to make excuses and say I can't go. Because if I know if it's something that's life-changing, then I'm going to find some way to get there. Like today with this lady. I was going to give her money to take me. She didn't want to. So that's what I mean when I say I'm willing to do what I can to make sure I can get where I need to go in my life, and this machine will help me do that. It has nothing to do with me being visually impaired. It's designed for that, but it's also can be designed for people like me who can't read shit fast enough. Is that my fault? No. But I'm tired of bullshit, and I'm tired of people telling me they don't want to help me because they ain't obligated to help you. Strangers ain't obligated to help you with nothing. I said that the other night. This is not a stranger. This is a machine. I don't have to worry about it telling me no. I don't have to worry about it driving away from me and telling me I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go home. Or this paperwork is too difficult. It's too long. I don't deal with that with a machine. Hello. Thank you to the guy at the studio yesterday who understood I couldn't read. And he repeated the stuff back to me. Take 2. Thank you, dude, for helping me. He knows who he is. And it worked out well. And the video will turn out good. Because all I need is somebody that's willing to help me read and do things. Same thing when it comes to cooking. I don't want to deal with somebody telling me I ain't going to do that. You're gone. Out. Sorry. I need somebody that ain't going to tell me I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do that. 2 things I'm not going to do. 1, I'm not going to cook. That's the first thing. We're not doing that. Secondly, I'm not good at reading, so I need somebody to help me. And if that person is not capable, you can't stay with me. I don't need to be with somebody that can't read. I need to be with somebody that can read. That has a college something, anything. That works. And thank God for those people that help me. But they are people. And they have lives. And a machine is not a person. And this machine can help me. You can go through the Texas Workforce Commission and go through the Disabilities Rights Texas program and apply for this machine. You must go to classes and stuff applicable to your state when it comes to grants and stuff like that. So follow the rules and understand the stuff for your state and what's available to you today. Take the time to understand and fill out grants with agencies, not by yourself. I learned that websites pretty much are scams. They are not true. You should go through agencies that are governed and watched by the state of Texas, such as the Texas Workforce Commission, Disabilities Rights Texas, and other similar agencies, including the Lighthouse for the Blind. And some states will offer resources. Low vision clinics are also a good resource for people who are dealing with serious vision issues or auditory issues. There are things that they can also help you get when it comes to auditory issues like hearing. The state of Texas can also cover hearing aids if it's not covered by your insurance, but you're needing it for work. Hello. listen. There are grants out there for people who may need things to go back to work. The government's passed laws and things that people need to understand that if you want to go back to work, then they will help you, because the government ultimately said under the law that they'd rather people to be working instead of taking from a system. I would rather be working at a job. But if I can get a machine that can read faster than any human being, my ass has a job. That I can learn to operate a forklift. I can learn how to operate equipment. I can learn how to now study books when it comes to certain things. Mathematics comes in play because if you know how to use certain calculators, you're good. But reading ain't no calculator. You got to know how to read. If you can't not read, then you don't have a life. Then it becomes very depressing. And I don't, and I'll reiterate this, I don't want to be 70 years old trying to live on a system. I don't. Yes, I'm hoping, man, to get the machine. Somebody says, I hope you get the machine. Whatever this says, something about checking it out, what have you. So I guess if I get the machine, I certainly can explain it and what have you, and even probably show people. My thing is, it is imperative. If I'm going to ever have a future, because a lot of the people in my life that I depend on are older people. A lot of the people that help me read are, you know, above 40 or right at 40 years old. Most of the people in my life are about 40. I really don't have very many young people in my life because they act stupid. And I don't have time for it. I don't have time for young people making fun of me. That's why I'm not in college, because I don't got time for people hazing me or trying to kill me or make me do something because I can't do an assignment. That's why I'm not in college, because I'm not going to put up with that shit. Not me. No how. People say, well, you should have went to college. No, to get made fun of and ridiculed by people. Fuck no. I don't do a program unless I'm efficient at it and can be taught. Same thing with swimming. I couldn't read the manual for swimming, but I bet you I got my ass in there and I watched somebody and I asked them, how do you do that? And that person showed me how you do that. And we did that until it worked. And it worked. And I didn't know how to read no damn manual for no swimming. I don't know how to read no damn manual to become a lifeguard. That's why I ain't no lifeguard. I can't read the shit that comes with it. But I know how to swim. But I can't read stuff to know how to swim. I don't read manuals to know how to swim. I watch. I learn by watching. When I play football, hell, I don't know how to read no damn books. I can't. And I'll be honest with that. I don't read books. I don't read plays. Everything to me is different. And the way I understood players was by color, by zone, or whatever. Kind of like Madden. So that's how I learned about football. I couldn't read shit. I'll be honest. I could not read the books. And I remember a coach took me down to the field. This is an example, guys. Took me down to the field, and he physically took some trash cans. They pulled some trash cans out. All of them were the same height. But the trash cans, guys, was different colors. All the trash cans, school had different events or whatnot, so they bought different color trash cans, whatever. And he would put these different color trash cans. So, for example, blue on the outside was your receivers. Yellow, that was your lineman. And for your quarterback, might have been white. So you got the idea of your play, yellow, white, blue. And then you can call any combination out of using those colors. If there was a tight end on the field, his color might have been purple. So then you run yellow, purple, blue, white, your quarterback. So that's the play. You run the colors. That's how I learned. So people can sit up here and make fun of me all they want to. But the shit works. It worked what the hell that coach taught me. And I'll never forget it. Because I'm not no stupid person. I am not dumb. And I hope I get the machine. And I hope people understand that is how I learn. That's another reason that my pictures are so colorful. Because that's how I see the world. I try to see the world through color. Because that's how I learn about stuff. That's how I learned how to use a calculator. And how to do things. Was somebody showing me how to use stuff and what's what button mean and what is minus and different things. So I learned, and I set my ass down. I see your thumbs up. I sat down and I would watch the person on the calculator. And I remember we had something called an overhead back then. Now they call them big screens or whatever. The coach, he pulled this black chalkboard out and he drew this calculator for me, right? And he put these stickers on each whatever the calculator you were using for the day was. So if you were using a calculus calculator, then that was a little bit more complex for what each button did. But if you were using a regular basic calculator, he drew that up there, and your minus side was purple. Your, all these equals and all of those different signs were different colors, so that when I came to do it, when